Do you fear the weight of solitude? Or do you fear the person you become when the world stops watching and you are left with yourself? For the modern soul, being alone feels like a void. But what if this emptiness was actually the most fertile ground for your true power? Marcus Aurelius once taught that the happiness of your life depends solely upon the quality of your thoughts and the strength of your inner character. The Stoics knew that an untrained mind is a prison, but a disciplined one is a fortress that no external force can ever truly breach. But when the neon lights of society finally fade into the darkness, is your mind a sanctuary of peace or a cell of quiet desperation? Today, we leave the marble halls of Rome to seek the sharp, cold wisdom of the East, found in the blade of Miyamoto Musashi. We enter the world of Dokodo, the path of aloneness, where solitude is not a burden to carry, but a lethal weapon to be mastered. Musashi teaches us that, to be truly invincible, one must first learn to walk alone, unswayed by the world and anchored in their own truth. This is the journey into the heart of a legend, a path forged in isolation to create a spirit as hard as tempered steel. In the final days of his life, retired to a cave, the greatest swordsman in history distilled his entire existence into 21 short precepts. He called it the Dokodo, a testament to the life of a man who fought 60 duels and never lost, all while walking alone. For Musashi, these rules were not just about combat. They were a blueprint for the soul to survive the chaos of a changing world. Solitude was his laboratory, the place where he stripped away the illusions of fame, wealth, and the ego to find the raw essence of being. Walking alone does not mean being lonely. It means being so complete in yourself that the presence or absence of others does not change. Every step he took was a rejection of the herd mentality, a deliberate choice to face the universe without any crutches or false masks. He realized that the highest peaks of human potential are only accessible to those willing to make the climb without a crowd behind them. The Dokodo is a legacy of strength, a reminder that your greatest ally and your most dangerous enemy both reside within your own heart. And let us explore the 6 core rules from his manuscript that will help you transform your solitude into a forge for an unbreakable will. Rule number 1. Accept everything just as it is. Most of our suffering comes from our desperate resistance to the reality of the present moment. Musashi tells us to stop wishing things were different. Acceptance is not weakness. It is the clarity needed to see the battlefield as it truly is. When you accept solitude, and you stop fighting the silence and begin to hear the truth that your busy life has been drowning out for years, by accepting the world without judgment, you gain the power to move through it without being hurt by its constant and inevitable changes. Rule number 2. Do not seek pleasure for its own sake. In our modern world, we are addicted to the next dopamine hit, the next distraction. We fear being alone because there is no one there to entertain us, no pleasure to mask the inner void we refuse to face. Musashi lived a life of extreme discipline. He knew that if you are a slave to your pleasures, as you are never truly a free man, solitude becomes frightening when you have no internal purpose. Use it instead to sharpen your mind like a blade, cutting away all useless desires. Comment "I accept" below if you are ready to stop running from yourself and start building a life based on discipline and purpose. True satisfaction does not come from external comfort, but from the internal victory of knowing you can govern your own impulses and needs. To master the sword, one must first master the heart. To master the world, one must first master the silence of their own room. When you stop seeking pleasure, you start finding power. This is the foundation of the warrior's spirit and the beginning of your transformation. Rule number 3. Do not, under any circumstances, depend on a partial feeling. Feelings are like the weather, constantly shifting and unreliable. If you act only when you feel motivated or happy, you are at the mercy of your biology. Musashi acted from a place of deep conviction. In solitude, your emotions will scream for attention. Your job is to observe them like passing clouds, without letting them steer your ship. Wisdom is the ability to remain still when your heart is racing, to stay focused on the goal even when the initial excitement has died. A warrior does not wait for the sun to shine to begin his training. His resolve is independent of the environment or his mood. Rule number 4. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. This is the ultimate cure for the disease of modern narcissism. When we are obsessed with our own problems, the world feels heavy. But when we realize how small we are, we become incredibly light. Musashi didn't care about his image or his ego. He cared about the truth of the way. He was a vessel for something much larger. You are not the center of the universe, and that is your greatest freedom. It means your failures and successes are only small ripples. Yet solitude allows you to stop performing for others. It is the only place where you can finally stop being the main character of a tragedy. By thinking deeply of the world, you gain a perspective that makes your personal suffering look small and your potential feel absolutely limitless. Rule number 5. Be detached from desire your whole life long. This doesn't mean having nothing, but letting nothing have a grip on you. We spend our lives chasing things, thinking they will complete us. But Musashi knew that every attachment is a chain that limits your movement. True freedom is the ability to walk away from anything. It is the power of being content with a simple bowl of rice and a sword. In your solitude, notice what you crave. Those cravings are the walls of your prison. Learn to sit with them until they eventually lose their power. When you want nothing, you are the master of everything. No one can bribe, threaten, or manipulate a man who is satisfied with his own company. Rule number 6. Never regret what you have done. Regret is a ghost that haunts the mind, a heavy weight that serves no purpose. Musashi killed many men. He made many choices. But he never looked back with the paralyzing poison of what if or I should have. The past is a finished painting. You can learn from it, but you cannot change a single stroke. To regret is to waste the present. Your solitude should be a place of reflection, not a place of mourning. Take the lesson, bury the mistake, and keep your eyes on the horizon. Walking alone means carrying only what is necessary. Regret is the heaviest luggage of all. Drop it now and feel how light you become. Forge your life with the certainty of your actions. If you choose a path, walk it with your whole heart, or do not walk at all. We see a powerful bridge between the Stoic's inner fortress and the samurai's outer action. Both paths lead to the same mountaintop of discipline. The solitude is the forge. It is where the raw iron of your character is heated until it is glowing and ready to be reshaped. Every hour you spend in disciplined silence is a hammer blow against your weaknesses, your fears, and your shallow, unexamined habits and beliefs. Strength is built in the layers, layer after layer of choosing to stay, choosing to think, and choosing to be alone without flinching from the self. The cold water of reality tempers the blade. Without the heat of struggle and the cold of isolation, the metal remains soft and useless. You are both the smith and the sword. To become a masterpiece, you must be willing to endure the fire and the lonely dark. Musashi didn't seek the mountain because he hated people. He sought the mountain because he loved the truth more than he loved comfort. Being alone is the only time you can truly hear your own voice, undistorted by the expectations and the loud opinions of the world. This is where your Banlin Thep, your steel-like courage, is born. Not in the cheering of a crowd, but in the silence of your own room. When you master solitude, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and start becoming the architect of your own destiny and future. You become like the mountain, unaffected by the wind, unmoved by the rain, standing tall in your own magnificent and powerful presence. The modern world is designed to keep you from yourself. Notifications, noise, and constant connection are the enemies of your inner growth. I challenge you. Find 60 minutes every day for disciplined solitude. No phone, no music, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. In that hour, practice Musashi's rules. Accept your life, reject your cravings, and think deeply about the man you are currently becoming. Repeat these words to yourself. I am the master of my own mind. I do not fear the silence. I am a warrior. Solitude is my training ground. When every moment I spend alone is a moment I spend building the foundation of my future success. I am not defined by who is with me, but by the strength of the spirit I carry within me, no matter where I go. When you are comfortable being alone, you bring a different kind of energy into the world. You are no longer needy. You are powerful. This is the art of mastering solitude. It is the path to becoming a person of substance, a person of steel, a true master. The way of walking alone is not for everyone. It is only for those who are brave enough to meet themselves in the dark. Are you ready to stop being afraid of the silence and start using it to become the most formidable version of yourself today? Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to join our community of modern warriors and seekers. Remember, the path is long, but you are already equipped with everything you need. Walk alone.